Hey guys, welcome to our channel. We just did Motorhead the game and found two changes, both of them being its ITS that fell off. And so we decoded it. And basically what you had going on here, guys, and this turned out to be a fairly interesting decode, was you had its dropped off twice, therefore nothing canceled out, and simply its came down twice. ITS, ITS. That's what you got. And I said I saw a couple of things in there, and I think it was layered, and I think it was. So bear with me. Going forwards, this is all going to be finance right here, financial stuff, the same stuff we've been finding in the other under 1%. IT is IT finance, and IT financial management, actually. IT finance, information technology for finance. All right, I'm going to provide that link. And then, of course, you know that T is AT&T, S is Sprint. I'm not even going to provide those links, guys. T is AT&T on the New York Stock Exchange. Sprint is S on the New York Stock Exchange. Then TS is Tenaris SA on the New York Stock Exchange. All right. SI is SI Financial Group. Then you had T is AT&T, S is Sprint again, and TS is Tenaris SA again, and that's all finance, and that gets you through forward in the financial category of the code of this change, these changes. But then you had IT was Cornell University Chemistry and Physics IT. So they hit the Cornell University Chemistry and Physics Department, and I found that to be interesting. So what else was in there? Well, SI is silicon on the periodic table of elements. I think we all pretty much know about silicon, but it was discovered in 1824 by Johns Jacob Berzelius. The name is derived from Latin silex or silix, meaning flint. And if you go down to uses and properties, their cell walls are made of silica. Let's see. The image is based on diatom. Diatoms are photosynthesizing algae. They are unique in that their cell walls are made of silica. Hydrogen silicon dioxide. The appearance, the element when ultra pure is a solid with a blue-gray metallic sheen. Uses, well, it's the most useful elements. It's one of the most useful elements to mankind. Most is or excuse me, I had a screen pop up on me while I was. Most is used to make alloys, including aluminum silicone and ferrosilicone, iron silicone. These are used to make dynamo and transformer plates, engine blocks, cylinder heads, machine tools, and also deoxidized steel. It's also used to make silicones. It's used extensively as semiconductor in solid-state devices in computer and microelectronics industry. So lots and lots of uses for that particular element. And they kept going. TS is tennisinine on the periodic table of elements. And tenascimide was discovered in 2010 by scientists from the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research in Dubna, Russia, the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California, USA, and Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee, USA. The name refers to the state of Tennessee. It's the image also features abstract particle trails and various graphics representing particle accelerator structure. Appearance: a highly radioactive metal in which only a few atoms have ever been made, and at present it is supposedly only used for research. So, and its natural abundance is unknown. So, you got that. And then you had SITS, which ended up being some sort of a collaborative research project, but I couldn't open the page. And it dealt with chemistry and fungus and all sorts of stuff like that, from what I could tell. And I'll provide that link as well. And that got you through going forwards for chemistry. And then we went backwards. In finance, it was pretty self-explanatory for the most part. S, they're hitting Sprint on the New York Stock Exchange. T, they're hitting AT&T again. And those are communications companies too, by the way, guys. I mean, they're hitting those a lot, and they're communications companies, so keep that in mind. Then you had IST, which ended up being IST Networks, and it's a banking and finance company. Imagine that. Now we're hitting finance again, right? And TI ended up being TI Financial Holdings Ltd. It looks like on the Bloomberg Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange. What it looks like. So you got a financial target there. And that pretty much got you through going backwards. I mean, you get the point. Then going backwards again for chemistry, you had S stood for sulfur on the periodic table of elements. And sulfur was discovered prehistorically. The name is derived from Sanskrit, and there's no discover by the way, guys. From Sanskrit, sulfuri, or Latin sulfurium. The alchemical symbol for sulfur is shown against a fire and brimstone background. Several allotropes of sulfur. The most common appears as yellow crystals or powder. Sulfur is used for vulcanization of black rubber as a fungicide, and we had a research thing for fungus hit also. And in black gunpowder, most sulfur, however, is used in the production of sulfuric acid, which is perhaps the most important chemical manufactured by Western civilizations. The most important of sulfuric acid's many uses is the manufacture of phosphoric acid to make phosphates for fertilizers. And it goes on. I'll provide this link. You guys can read it. There's a biological role even. So that's all right. So you got sulfur. Then Ti was titanium on the periodic table of elements. And STI then ends up being a molecule. Code STI, one letter code X, molecule name, 4-methyl piperazine 1 YL methyl. It's a long old molecule name, guys. And again, you're dealing with chemistry, chemical components. And if you can go read about this as well. So that got you through backwards. So basically, guys, in here you had little finance and a little chemistry. Some some elements on the periodic table. I would say they hit them all with just this. And I'm probably missing stuff, guys. I know I'm missing stuff, but we get the point. This came from ITS, and you got all that. So, if you ask me why Motorhead's The Game changed, I would tell you confidently because somebody with a quantum computer was calculating financial stuff and chemical stuff. Periodic table of elements, research, Cornell University chemistry department and physics department. So, yeah, that's why, guys. Quantum computer hit chemistry and finance, and therefore, to is that right? To its fell off. To its is fell off of the song. And that's what you got. So I'll provide those. I'm not going to provide AT&T and Sprint this time, guys. I got a lot of windows up, but you can look it up. S does stand for Sprint on the New York Stock Exchange. We've had it before. And T does stand for AT&T on the New York Stock Exchange. We've had it lots before. And again, anything that's going to leave a pattern is going to repeat itself. And there's going to be a lot of changes, and they won't always, but they're making it. If you're looking for a pattern, you're getting one, guys. This isn't the first chemistry one we found either. It certainly isn't. And so there's definite pattern to these random changes, both on our graphs and also on our extractions. So I don't believe they're random. We don't believe they're random at all. And we'll keep figuring out what they're looking at. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, feedback, subscriptions, and leads. And we appreciate it all, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your night.